Hello, and welcome to the article Marketing Backlinking Strategy video. In this video, I will walk you step by step on how to do the work once with article marketing and get thousands of backlinks over time. That's precisely the beauty of articles marketing. You can respin any article that you create and subsequently submit them again and again over a period of time. That way, Google will always see that you are constantly creating backlinks to your website. There will be some tools that we will be utilizing in this video to generate an article and spin it into 1,000 unique versions from one source. So here's the first tool that I would like to introduce to you. It is called the Magic Article Rewriter. It's an amazing tool created by Alexander Krolic, and you can actually get the tool from his website or through the link below this video. We will be using some features of the Magic Article Rewriter to spin our articles extremely quickly. The first thing you'll need to do is to grab an article online, and then we will actually spin it into multiple versions using the Rewriter tool. Here's a little trick that I normally do when I'm hunting for articles to spin. When I try to hunt for articles, I use a specific code to help me find articles with the keyword I want to spin. In this example, we're trying to look for a chicken coops article. What this chicken coops site easinarticles.com code does is it will go to this easinarticles.com and fetch all articles that have the keyword chicken coops within it. As you'll see over here, they are all Easin articles with your keyword. What we are going to do next is to take a closer look at them and pick one that is suitable for our use. In terms of article length, generally, I'll like to look for an article that has 500 to 600 words. So this article here does not qualify. As for this article, it has 1,000 words, and that's amazing because the higher the word count, the more articles you could spin and churn from it. Of course, that also means that you will need to spend more time to spin the article, but it will definitely be worth your time in the long run. Now, this looks like a good article for us to spin. It contains about 600 words. Before we copy this article, let's read through it to see if it has some good content. Alright, it looks fairly good. So let's use this article and paste that into our Magic Article Rewriter. Do not copy the resource box, as you'll be creating an original of our own. After we've pasted the selected content into the rewriter, it's time to spin the article. Here's where the magic really happens. When you spin an article, what is used are called syntaxes. For example, we could spin this sentence. Firstly, highlight it and then click on the Spin Article feature. You could spin the entire sentence. So, for the sentence, building chicken coops is not a difficult task if you plan well and understand some basic concepts. We can spin it to, how to build chicken coops isn't exactly a task that is hard to do. When you plan ahead, and know the fundamental concepts. Spinning is synonym to rewording an article. That's what we have done in this example. When you spun a word or sentence, you have actually created a syntax. This will open up a sentence with a bracket and a pipe separator in between the text variations here. This means that every time this program spins out of a version of the article, it will randomly select either this or the second sentence. You will be able to spin an entire sentence, a phrase, or a singular word. When you spin words, there are a group of synonyms you can choose from. For example, the word chicken can be spun and replaced with rooster or hen. For the word difficult, there are suitable synonyms that you can apply, like hard, tricky, complex, and unmanageable. So as you can see from this example, there are a lot of synonyms that you can use to spin your article. To not get overwhelmed when you spin your articles, you should read the sentences out loud so that you will always have clarity with the synonym group that you're editing. When you click on the rewrite article icon, the program will automatically and randomly pick the different synonyms you have applied. This means that the pipe is a separator in between each variation of keywords. You may type each and every one of these variations manually. However, it could take up a lot of time in the beginning. Once you get the hang of it though, it can be relatively fast and you'll soon find it easy to spin an entire article. Now, the magic really happens when you use something called tokens. Tokens are a group of synonyms that are saved in your rewriter's database. When you use the tokens in the Magic Article Rewriter, you will see exactly how powerful this tool is. You can create these token synonym groups yourself or buy the pre-made ones at Alexander's site. So once you apply the Magic Article Rewriter tokens, there you go, voila! The entire article has been spun for you using the token synonym group. Only the words that are highlighted in blue have been spun for you. The black text represents the original text of your article. You want to spin the article as much as possible, so you should spin this whole section of black text here. As you can see, applying tokens to the article helps with your efforts to spin your article, but you may have to resort to some manual editing to increase the originality of the articles that you produce. Just to show you an example, let's take a look at an article that you have spun. Here are the results. Here's how you can provide safety when constructing hen coops. The Magic Article Rewriter is still a program at the end of the day. Sometimes when you apply the magic tokens that you have purchased or pre-programmed, the resulting sentences may not sound grammatically correct. That's why you will need to proofread your rewritten article. Here's another example. This is a line from our first paragraph taken from our rewritten article. Constructing chicken coops is not a troublesome task, in case you plan well and perceive some primary concepts. As I've mentioned, this program is not perfect, but apply the magic tokens will help you a lot in terms of time taken to spin the original article. You will only need to invest some time in proofreading and correcting the tokens that have been added to your article. You can use this little cross function here to remove any specific spun syntax where it doesn't make any grammatical sense. Here's an example to illustrate my point. Present is a word that does not suit this sentence. How to present safety. To fix this, hold the Control key and click on the little cross function icon to delete any unsuitable words. When we check the next group of tokens, we have tips on how to provide methods, methods on how to provide, easy methods to provide. This token group sounds good, so we will not need to change it. As I have mentioned earlier, you will need to read the article out loud to yourself when you read each syntax to see if it makes grammatical sense to you. This process may take up to an hour, but it will be worth your time, as doing this once will generate thousands of backlinks for you over time. When you look at the Magic Article Rewriter window here, you will be able to see the percentage of the article content that has been spun by your efforts. Ideally, you'd want to get this figure up to 50%, as this will give you a greater variation of articles that are produced by this program. After that, you can mass rewrite up to 1,000 different versions from this seed article. To do this, click on the Rewrite Article icon and type in the number of articles you would like to produce. Currently, I am at the folder where I produced the 1,000 articles. As I've mentioned earlier, you only need to do the work once and you'll be able to produce 1,000 articles from your seed article. It may take up to 1.5 hours of your effort to proofread and spin. However, it will definitely be well worth the effort for backlinking purposes. Just take the time to learn this and use the tools that I've shown you in this video. Next, apply the magic tokens and then proofread the articles that are produced. This will spin the article, and it will then pluck out different variation of the synonyms that you have applied for your article. As a result, you will have thousands of unique articles to submit to the various article directories out there. Now, let's move on to the submission part of this module. After you have created a rewritten or spun article, you will need to submit your work to the different article directories out there. Since you will be able to produce 1,000 articles, it would naturally be very time consuming to submit each and every one of them manually. This is where you should utilize the unique article wizard to submit your articles to various article directories for backlinks. This tool is one of the most highly recommended tools that we have in our toolbox. The beauty of the unique article wizard is it has a network of over 20,000 blogs that require content from people like us. These blogs want content for their websites and are willing to credit the backlink back to the author of the articles. This is a very powerful backlinking tool and strategy, as we are creating backlinks with a real network of blogs which are owned by real owners. Real visitors will also be able to read our work and visit our websites too. So, do check out this tool, Unique Article Wizard. It is a great tool created by a brilliant guy called Dr. Noel Swanson. He has been around for a while and his network of blogs grows by the day. This tool is easy to use. You just need to basically fill in the fields over here, paste your articles inside, and fill in your backlinking details into your resource box. It even has all the steps in here on how to link back to your website. You will need to use some HTML coding here. Insert your website details here and then your keyword over here. And then click here to submit your articles. It's as simple as that. It's easy to do and definitely highly recommended for submitting your articles. For article spinning, I recommend the Magical Article Rewriter. For mass article submissions, you should have a look at the Unique Article Wizard. An alternative program I can also recommend is called the Article Marketing Automation. It's very similar to Unique Article Wizard. There are just these two options for you at the moment in terms of automation for creating and submitting articles. But should you decide that you do not wish to invest in submission tools right now, that's fine. I have created a list of the top 10 article directories which you can access by clicking on the link below this video. You will need to sign up for each of them individually to submit your articles manually. In this course so far, we have introduced you to the optional tools that will make your life easier. We are focused on the recommended tools, but the buying decision is entirely up to you. I hope you have enjoyed this video and have learned a trick or two on how people get thousands of backlinks from writing thousands of articles. This is a really big part of article marketing and getting valuable traffic and backlinks through this strategy. I believe the Magic Article Rewriter tool is a must-have in your toolbox. The alternative is to manually spin your content by inserting the curly brackets and pipe characters in your notepad. The site that you submit to will understand them. However, it will take up too much time if you were to do it manually as compared to using Magic Article Rewriter. Coming to the end of this video, I would like to conclude it by saying that this is a highly effective backlinking strategy where you'll only do the work once and have thousands of backlinks pointing back to your site over time. Once again, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one.